Imagine saving up for your dream handheld only to find out it's either delayed, cancelled, or 50% more expensive because of a global RAM shortage. That's the reality in 2026. But why is this happening, and how can you protect your gaming setup? Let's break it down. RAM prices have skyrocketed by over 500% in the last year. And the culprit? AI. Companies like Nvidia, Microsoft, and Google are hoarding high-speed memory for their data centers, leaving gamers and handheld manufacturers scrambling. But here's the kicker. This isn't just about PCs anymore. Your favorite handheld gaming devices, the Steam Deck, ROG Ally, Legion Go, and even the upcoming Nintendo Switch 2 are all at risk. In this video, we're diving into why the RAM shortage is worse than the GPU crisis of 2020, which handhelds are most vulnerable and which might get cancelled, how to optimize your device if you're stuck with low RAM, and what the future holds for handheld gaming in 2026. Stick around, because if you're a gamer, this affects YOU. So why is RAM suddenly so expensive and hard to find? The answer: AI. Companies like Nvidia, Microsoft, and Google are buying up every available chip for their AI data centers. In fact, AI servers can use 10x more RAM than a gaming PC. And manufacturers like Samsung, SK Hynix, and Micron are prioritizing AI memory over everything else. Here's the proof: DDR5 RAM prices doubled in 2025 and are still climbing. Companies like Cyberpower PC have hiked prices by 500% due to RAM costs. Even DDR4 is disappearing as factories switch to DDR5 for AI. And it's not just about price. Supply is drying up. Taiwanese distributors are bundling RAM with motherboards just to control allocations. If you're building a PC or buying a handheld, you're now competing with trillion-dollar AI companies for the same chips. Not all handhelds are created equal, and some are more vulnerable to the RAM shortage than others. Let's break it down. 1. Steam Deck Valve. The Steam Deck OLED starts at 16GB RAM, which is barely enough for modern games. With RAM prices surging, Valve might delay upgrades or increase prices for the next model. If you're eyeing a Steam Deck in 2026, act fast, stock could dry up. 2. Asus ROG Ally. The ROG Ally X is a powerhouse, but it relies on DDR5, the same RAM AI companies are hoarding. Asus has already warned of delays, and prices could jump by $100 to $200 in the next year. 3. Lenovo Legion Go. The Legion Go needs 16GB plus RAM to run Windows games smoothly. With RAM shortages, Lenovo might cut back on configurations or delay the next model. 4. Nintendo Switch 2 rumored. The biggest wildcard. Rumors suggest the Switch 2 will use LPDDR5X RAM, the same type AI companies are buying. If Nintendo can't secure enough chips, we could see delays, price hikes, or even downgraded specs. Bottom line, if you're planning to buy a handheld in 2026, don't wait. Prices are only going up and stock could disappear. Stuck with a handheld that has low RAM? Don't worry, there are ways to optimize your device to keep gaming smooth. Here's how. 1. Increase VRAM allocation. Most handhelds share RAM with the GPU. If you're running out of memory, try increasing your VRAM in the BIOS or Windows settings. For 16GB devices, 4GB VRAM is a good sweet spot. 2. Disable background apps Windows handhelds waste RAM on background apps. Open Task Manager, sort by memory usage, and kill unnecessary processes before gaming. 3. Use performance modes. Most handhelds have performance modes that limit RAM usage. On the Steam Deck, switch to performance mode for better efficiency. On Windows devices, use best performance mode in power settings. 4. Lower game settings. If your game is stuttering, lower the resolution or texture quality. This reduces RAM usage and keeps frame rate smooth. 5. Upgrade your storage, if possible. Some handhelds let you upgrade storage. A faster SSD can reduce RAM usage by loading assets quicker. If your device supports it, swap in a high-speed NVMe drive. These tweaks won't magically add more RAM, but they'll help you get the most out of what you have. So, when will this nightmare end? Not anytime soon. Here's what experts predict: 2026. prices stay high, analysts say RAM prices won't drop until late 2026 or 2027. AI demand is still growing, and manufacturers are prioritizing profits over supply. 2027. Possible relief. If new factories open or AI demand slows, we might see prices stabilize. But don't expect pre-2025 prices anytime soon. Handhelds will get more expensive. Manufacturers will pass costs to consumers. Expect $50 to $100 price hikes on new models, or fewer RAM upgrades. The bottom line? We're in this for the long haul. If you need a new handheld, buy now, or be prepared to pay more later. The RAM shortage is real, and is changing handheld gaming forever. But now you know why prices are skyrocketing, which handhelds are most at risk, how to optimize your device for low RAM, what the future holds for 2026. If this video helped you, smash that like button, subscribe for more tech breakdowns, and comment below, how is the RAM shortage affecting your gaming setup? Are you holding off on buying a new handheld?